What is up, Starseeds? It's Sid, and today I'm going to be talking about palmistry. So, I was actually into palmistry long before I was into tarot. I remember when I went to a psychic for the first time and I called to make an appointment beforehand, and they asked me if I wanted a palm reading or a tarot reading, and I said palmistry for sure. And when I got there, I mean, she broke out the tarot cards for me anyways as well. But I have just always been really intrigued by palmistry because on the scientific spiritual spectrum, it's more on the scientific side, it seems. Because palmistry is much more than fortune telling. Your hands actually have so many nerves in them, and different parts of your hand connect different parts in your body scientifically. So it's a very interesting thing. You can tell a lot about your health through palmistry, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing more videos in the future on how to read different parts, different mounds and different lines of your palms. But today we're going to be talking mainly about the history of palmistry. Okay, at the end I'll show you where different major points in your palms are, but I have my handy dandy little notes here, so let's get into this. Okay, palmistry originated in India, and it was originally referred to as Samudrik Shastra. I'm terrible at pronunciation, you guys know this, but it then turned into Hasta Samudrik Shastra. And this is a little story of how, okay? So there was an Indian king named Samudrik, which means the study of everything from like your toenails to the hair on your head. It even includes like different skin pigments, different skin colors, and different shapes of your body and certain body parts. So, this was originally like the study of your body, okay? And this king chose specific people to go village to village, studying people's body parts in correspondence to their life and personality. They studied everyone's features, every birthmark, their teeth, their eyesight, how they walked, their laugh, just like a variety of things, like everything about this person in correspondence to, them as a person and their life and their personality. So they found a lot of similarities, a lot of interesting facts that connected certain features to certain things about the people. And this study went on for a while, but it kind of halted because it was inappropriate, especially in India, to, look at people's bellies and feet, and it was just inappropriate to stare at a woman, pretty much any part of her body, even her face. So this study didn't go on for that long until they realized that your hand reflects specific things about your body. And this made the study much easier, okay? Because it's very convenient to look at someone's hand, and it's convenient to show someone your hand, okay? You don't have to lift up your shirt, you don't have to pull up your pants. You can just show them your hand, and if you were a woman, you could do this behind behind a sheet or something that you had up and just put your hand out. So it was very convenient, and this research just intensively continued on the hand. And that is how Samudrik Shastra became Hasta Samudrik Shastra. So this just spread throughout the world, really. It was even in the Old Testament, in the Bible, and the Quran. So just two little readings from the Bible are, "And it shall be to you as the sign upon the hand." That's from Exodus 13:9. And then another one is, "God put his seal upon men's hand so that man might know his work." That is from Job 37:7. It was also written in the Vedas that Indian monks should not read palms for money. So this shows that palmistry was already a profession in 2000 BC. Okay, and around the same time in China, there's some people who think palmistry originated in China, but I beg to differ. But they were very, very close behind the Indians. They used the lines of the hand to diagnose disease. Their emperors signed important documents with their hand. And this isn't a surprise that the Chinese used fingerprints for identification 1,000 years before we were using them in the West. It's believed that in the 12th and 13th centuries, gypsies and crusaders brought palmistry to Europe, but I kind of beg to differ because in 3500 BC in France, there was cave paintings with hands in the paintings. And this just kind of shows to me that palmistry was really all over the world, and I just believe that the Indians kind of got it the best, the fastest, if you will. Okay, because in 9000 and 8000 BC, there was also like hand artwork on rocks in Argentina. Okay, so we have this all over the world. All right, and I just think that is so freaking cool. So some famous palmists, okay, we're just going to talk about two, besides, the king of India back in the day. So, Cheerio, I believe he's from India as well, and he is just known for going to the caves of Madhya Pradesh to study the Hasta Sanjivani. I'm so sorry about pronunciation, you guys, so sorry. Anyways, this was a sacred book on palmistry that was actually written in human blood, so that's an interesting fact. William Benham was also a very famous palmist, and he was much more scientific than he was spiritual. He was just very into the factual, proven with the eye type thing. So he, of course, set out to do his own research on palmistry because, you can't trust anyone but yourself. And he published his book called The Laws of Scientific Handreading in the year 1900. And like I said, he was, old school. This was in 1900 that it was published, when he was actually very old. So it didn't mention women, it didn't mention other races, and it barely mentioned sex, which is a really important part of palmistry, okay? It's a very interesting part of palmistry, in my opinion. And I just think that it's cool, the evolution of palmistry, because now, coming to you guys from the year 2021, so much has changed about palmistry, okay? Women are an important part of palmistry, and you can tell so many things by your hands, and there's controversy between which hand you should look at, the left or the right, depending on if you're a guy or a girl, or if that even matters. In my opinion, I definitely think that my left hand shows what I kind of came into this world with, what I was born with, and then my right hand shows, what I did with that, where I'm at now in life. So I don't know what you guys think your hands show, if your left is what you're born with and your right is, kind of what you have now, what you did with that, or if it's your dominant hand, which my dominant hand is my right hand, and that's what I have now. If your dominant hand shows what you have now and your non-dominant hand is what you were born with, please comment and let me know if you guys know. And real quick, I'm going to try to show you different parts of the hand. I'm holding my phone with one hand right now because I'm on the couch today, but I'm going to try, okay? So let me just prop this up if I can for a second. Bear with me. Alright, here we go. So, your heart line is this top line right here. Your headline is this line right here, the second line, the middle line. And then your lifeline is right here. My lines are more faded on my left hand because I was more sensitive than I am now, okay? They're deeper in my right hand, you guys. But that is your lifeline, okay? And then your fate line, which mine is very, very faint, goes up right here to the Mount of Saturn, okay? Like I said, I barely have any fate line, you guys. Then you also have a health line over here, which so faint I really can't even see it. Anyways, the three main lines are the heart line, the head line, and the life line. So, the different mounds you have. This is the mound of Jupiter, this is the mound of Saturn, and then this is the mound of Apollo, or the Sun, and then this is the mound of Mercury, okay? This is the finger of Mercury, the finger of the Sun or Apollo, the finger of Saturn, the finger of Jupiter. And then, here is the mount of Venus, here is the mount of the Moon, and then this, because this is above the headline, this is called upper Mars, and this is called lower Mars because it's under these lines. Yeah. So those are the mounds and the main lines of the hand, you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you want more of these videos in the future on how to read your lines. Alright? Love and light, and the hybrid children are coming soon.